What's going on, everybody? I'm Cam from the world-renowned shades company, Shadysideup, and this is how we made an extra 15K using the hook story offer method. Let's go. Now, to be honest, this is a strategy I've been using unknowingly, but I recently read a book from one of the greatest online salesmen, Russell Brunsons Book, .com Secrets, about funnels. And this is the framework. The hook grabs their attention, the story increases the perceived value, and the offer closes the deal. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is something that we've been using all our lives and we didn't even know it. Think back when you was in English class and had to write an essay. A thesis statement, that's the hook. The body of the story, that's the body of the email, that's the body of the offer you're trying to give, the story you're trying to sell, to perceive, to give the better value. And the offer is the conclusion of the essay, the last closing arguments. That's a hook story offer method that we didn't know we've been using all our lives, and it translates to business as well. So usually, the brands we buy from, we either trust or inspired by. Now, I love using Nike as an example because they just encompass all these things perfectly, like just do it. They're inspiring people to go after their goals, to go after their dreams, and they show all the athletes that in business with them that have achieved theirs. And then you trust that their apparel and their goods gonna help you achieve yours as well. So we trust Nike. So if you aren't making sales, either something's wrong with your story or something wrong with your offer. And usually it's the story, because an offer is not enough to make someone make a sale. So you gotta look back at your story and make sure that they're inspired and they trust you enough to make a purchase. That's the whole idea of the hook story offer method. Now, for our email example, it's our wrong orders campaign. Now, what happened? We had a popular shades that went out of stock called the Ocean Views. We hit the manufacturers for the restock, and they accidentally sent us the wrong order, which are these. Now, I'm not gonna lie, we were mad. We were slightly mad, but as business, you gotta pivot, and we decided to offer these at a limited edition and a discounted price that both customer and suppliers can benefit from. So let me show you how we use this method on our emails and SMS and our podcast visits to make an extra 15K. So with emails, remember, you starting off with the hook. So for our email, we said sometimes a manufacturer's mistake for us can be a blessing for you. Now look, if we was going after cold leads and after new customers, this would be a trash hook, to be honest, because they have no connection to us, so they could care less about the mistake or the blessing they may get. But this was a retargeting ad that we were sending only to our email list. And these are people that bought from us. These are people that are interested in our business. These are people that are waiting for frames, so they're more likely to buy and receive this message. So it's important to know what audience you're speaking to when you're writing your hooks. So for them, of course they want a blessing. Who don't want a blessing? So they were excited to see. Now for our story, we told the truth. You ever had a wrong order and made this face? Well, we did the same thing when we got the wrong order for our shades. We wanted Ocean Views, but got their close relative with these. A new purple tint actually turned out great, and you can get them at discounted price. So introducing the wrong orders. Now the most important thing in this story, we told it, but it's that discounted price, because now they're like, okay, what is that price? So now it's time to make the offer. And the offer was half price. Now, who don't want half price of a shades that you already love, the same similar style, but you get at a half price? So we hooked them, we told the story, then we made the offer, and we were highly successful with converting on that campaign. Now for us, we're fortunate enough to have an extended network. We're influencers ourselves, so we have a lot of friends that are in the industry that are influencers, that have platforms that we can promote our brand on, and they come on our platforms and promote theirs as well. So one of the biggest lessons I want to give y'all, exhaust your resources. Whatever that resource is, please exhaust it. Promote your brand, because if you don't promote your brand, who will? All these big corporations, they promote their brand every day in commercials and ads. Every day they telling people about their brand. So should you. That's why they're big brands. Don't be ashamed of promoting your brand, because if you don't, nobody will. So with that said, we usually go on these podcasts, and in the first 15 seconds to 30 seconds of this episode, we gift the host shades. Wow, we in ad mode. I forgot to gift y'all. We never come empty handed.
Come on, we always
Shades.
Come on, man, gang. We always come with the shades.
Now, why this is good? Because most people don't bring a gift with them, and everyone loves to receive a gift. So automatically, they're excited. They unpackage it live. They put it on. Now we got social proof with people that, their audience that see the people they love and inspired by wearing a brand that most likely they'll support at the end of this episode. Also, we go a little further and gift the audience too, telling them we got something special for you to stay around and listen to the end of the episode, and you'll get it.
We got a special thing for your fans at the end, so y'all gotta stay through to listen if you wanna get that special thing. So
stay through to listen, and you don't get that special thing.
So now people are intrigued, they're hooked, and they're ready to go. Now, depending on which type of podcast this is the way we reel in the customer. So if it's a business podcast, they'll be reeled in by our journey, our story of how we got here, our business success, our business trials and tribulations. They can relate and resonate with us, and that hooks them enough to be like, hey, I want to support these guys. If it's a comedic podcast, they'll just love us by us making them laugh, telling funny stories, and some of the things that we talk about they'll relate to, and most likely they'll support us at the end. So that's the story portion of the hook story method. Now, at the end, we usually offer a code that's just for them, just for the fans watching. So this is an exclusive code. If you watch this show, it'll be whatever the name of the podcast, 30 or 25, and they get that discount.
Those listening right now, for the No Chaser crew, you guys get 35% off by clicking the code Chaser35 on our website.
You set that up just for this?
Set it up just for this.
Wow.
For your fans.
For your fans.
For your listeners.
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying? We we like to treat people good, And
what a treat.
There we go.
So not only did we gift the host, we gift the audience as well. And here are some of the results. So there you go. Who don't want to make an extra 15K? I know I could use an extra 15K in our business using a simple strategy that we all been using our whole life already. So I want to make sure that you use this method in everything you do. Use it in your emails, use it in your copies, use it in your captions, because you want to be intriguing and be intentional with your words. Don't put under your caption 30% off. Who's that capturing? Who's that resonating with? That's lazy copy, and that's why you have lazy sales. So everything you do, think in this method, and I guarantee you your sales will grow. So if you received some value from this episode, please leave it in the comments. Let us know what you learned. Ask us any questions that you have about this method. And most importantly, if you want to dive more into it, read the book by Russell Brunsons.com Secrets. It's in our Amazon link with all the other business books that we've read and implemented in our business. I'm not sponsored by him. I just think it's a great book with great information that helped me make thousands in my business. Also, like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and help us grow this channel and follow us on this 7-figure journey. Lastly, let us know what you want us to talk about on this channel, what you want to learn, and we'll probably make a video about that as well. And then, you know what you got to do. Go to the site and get you some frames. These are called the Rosés. You'll get 10% off. All right, y'all. I'm about to go eat. Peace.